Alright, this is going to be a video of this 52-inch Kendal Lighting brand wood housing ceiling fan that I got at my local Habitat Restore. I got it because, for those who don't know, I'm actually a volunteer there, and what I do for them, basically, is refurbish ceiling fans, if you see Better Nation, and make them more sellable and run better than how they previously came in. And without any further ado, I'm actually going to demonstrate the fan for you guys here, and begin with the light kit. As you can see, this is functioning, and I'm using 4 60-watt equivalent energy-saving compact fluorescent bulbs in there, which I'll put a pretty good amount of light. And I will turn it off. Now for the fan itself, beginning with the high speed. And looking at the white piece of tape I put on one of the blade brackets to estimate RPM, I'd say this is probably going to spin at around 235, maybe 240. It is pretty fast for a 52-inch fan, and also blows a very good amount of air for its size. Next, for medium speed, this is going to slow down considerably to about 175, maybe 170 RPM. And other than a slight startup hum on high speed, the fan is pretty quiet. There's really not much noise to it when it runs. And of course, last but not least, the low speed, which I'll show with the fan and light on simultaneously. And this is going to go at about 75 to 80 RPM. It's a pretty nice low speed in my opinion. Definitely looks graceful. Anyways, now I'm going to turn the fan and light off. And I'm going to be discussing some general information on the fan. Now, there really is no indication of a brand anywhere on it. I did, however, come to the conclusion that it was Kendal Lighting, just because it seems like something they would have made back around that time. And also, the detachable switch housing suggests that it wouldn't have been a can-arm fan, as they generally used the standard switch cap instead of detachable switch housing, unlike Kendal. The fan is actually made by Aircool, as a lot of 90s Kendals were. This one happens to be from 1994. And I suspect this probably would have been definitely one of the more upscale models, as the housing is actually made with real wood. That's not fake. And the blades do appear to be plywood as well, instead of MDF. And last but not least here, I'm going to be touching on the fan's pros and cons, and what I would rank it out of 5 stars, beginning with the pros. Overall, it is a very well constructed fan. Like I said, the housing is made out of real wood, and the blades appear to be plywood. Definitely very well made and sturdy. Also, it has a very 90s contemporary and also classic theme going on at the same time, as the globes are definitely more traditional style than, let's say, the motor housing and blade brackets. And it is, I guess, fairly versatile because it can be installed with or without light kit if you have the appropriate blank switch housing, and it can be downrod or flush mounted. Really, the only downside in terms of versatility is the blades are rosewood on both sides, I guess it's kind of understandable though, considering that it's a rosewood and polished brass fan. I mean, you know, oak blades just wouldn't match with the motor housing. Plus, I do quite like the rosewood as it is, so really, you know, there's not much need for any other wood on the fan. What I don't like, I guess, in terms of cons, is that the fan is slightly noisy on startup. Like I mentioned, has an audible startup hum. And also, that really the fan is a little bit scratched up because on the blade brackets there's some scuffing. It's not that visible from a distance because, you know, it's hanging up on the ceiling, but up close it is visible. And also the fan was disgustingly dirty when I got it. It was pretty much white on top from drywall dust and such. So it was definitely been through some pretty serious renovations. But I guess that really has to do more with the conditions the fan were in as opposed to the fan itself. So overall, I would give it 4 out of 5 stars. Very good looking, very well built fan. So yeah, anyway guys, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed the video. And if you know the exact model of this, I would like to know your input down in the comment box below. So I hope you enjoyed, and there'll be lots more to come.